again, good morning class. This is teacher Joker. For today, our subject is English and we're going to continue our review about the previous vocabulary. So are you ready class? Okay, I hope everybody's ready. So I'm now going to start. So these are the vocabulary for today. First is we have chatting, disaster, disaster, bandage, bandage, snorkeling, snorkeling, water skiing, water skiing. Again, chatting, disaster, bandage, snorkeling, water skiing. And number 6, we have skiing, skiing, life jacket, life jacket, national stadium, national stadium, beginner, beginner, locker, locker. Again, life jacket, national stadium, beginner, and number 10, locker. Okay, class, those are the 10 vocabulary for today. So please open your vocabulary booklet because your activity is in there. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start your activity then. Okay, so let's start in number 1, snorkeling. Snorkeling. So what is snorkeling? Snorkeling is the practice of swimming using a diving mask called snorkel. So if you're going to do snorkeling, you need to use the diving mask, which is called snorkeling. So this is it. This is what they call snorkel, I should say. The diving mask is called snorkel. That's why the sport is called snorkeling. Okay? So if we're going to use that one in a sentence, I like snorkeling. Snorkeling is my favorite sport. I like snorkeling. Snorkeling is my favorite sport. So can you write its meaning on your vocabulary booklet and then write also the sentences over there. Okay? So number 2 is water skiing. Water skiing is a surface water sport in which an individual is pulled behind a boat. So I know you saw this one in the movie, for example, or maybe you have tried. So this is what we call water skiing, on the surface of water and being pulled by a boat. So can you see that one? This handle, it is being pulled by a boat. Okay, so if we're going to use water skiing in a sentence, you can say water skiing is an amazing sport. I like to do water skiing. Number 3 is skiing. Okay, there's a difference between water skiing and skiing itself, because water skiing mostly done on the surface of water, while skiing is being done on snow. Okay, so it is a sport using a board to slide on the snow. Okay, so skiing is for sliding on the snow, while water skiing is on the water. Okay, so in a sentence, I play skiing with my friend. They are skiing on the snow. They are skiing in the snow. I play skiing with my friend. Okay, so write this one in number 3. Number 4 is life jacket. Life jacket. So when you say life jacket, it's a vest. If you're going to ride in a boat, you need to use this one to avoid you from drowning, for example, if there will be a problem. So a vest to save you from drowning. This vest or the life jacket makes you float on the water, so you will not be drowned. Okay, so what is life jacket? Again, it's a vest to save you from drowning. So if we're going to use that one in a sentence, you can say, or we can say, I wear my life jacket on the boat. I wear my life jacket on the boat. or this is a life jacket. This is a life jacket. Number 5 is National Stadium. National Stadium is a sport ground for events. This is where they play football, uh, field track, for example, running like that, jumping, and many other events. So this is a very big open gym, or it's a closed gym wherein sports are being done. Okay, so this is what we call National Stadium. We have a picture there below. So that is an example. So in a sentence, we can say that we went to the National Stadium. We went to the National Stadium. Or you can say also they are playing football at the National Stadium. They are playing football at the National Stadium. So that's about National Stadium. It's a sport ground for events or any kinds of sports. Next is beginner. Beginner. When we say beginner, it's a person just starting to learn something. A person just starting to learn something is what we call beginner. So example in a sentence, if we're going to write beginner or use beginner in a sentence, we can say, I am a beginner. I am a beginner. Or he is a beginner in the game. He is a beginner in the game. So for example, you are playing Scrabble. Do you know Scrabble? Okay, I hope you know Scrabble. So for example, your friend doesn't know how to play Scrabble, and then you ask him to join, meaning he is a beginner in playing Scrabble because he doesn't know how to play. It's his first time. Okay, so other term for beginner is first timer. Understand? Okay, so let's proceed to number 7. So this is number 7. The last one, we have locker. Locker. In some big schools, they have their own lockers. Students have their own locker. So this is a small closet where students can put their things, their book, their shoes, their clothes, extra uniforms, for example. So locker is a small closet where we can put our books, clothes, and shoes, or any other things. You can see this one in big universities or big schools. So if you're going to use locker in a sentence, you can say, my things are in the locker. My things are in the locker. Or you can say also, his bag is in the locker. His bag is in the locker. So that ends our vocabulary today, our review for today. So next is you're going to write those one on your booklet. So that ends our review for today. So this time we're going to continue our lesson, which is on number 8. So kindly open your vocabulary booklet and see number 8. So in number 8, we have sport kit. Sport kit. Number 9, coach. Coach. Number 10, changing room. Changing room. 11, exercise. Exercise. 12, aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercise. Breathe. Breathe. 14, swimming. Swimming. Strength. Strength. So those are the vocabulary that we're going to learn this time. So when you say sport kit, it's a bag with tools or equipment used for sports activity. It's a bag with tools or equipment used for sports activity. So that is the meaning of sport kit. So if we're going to use that one in a sentence, you can say it as, I brought my sport kit. Again, sport kit is a kind of bag with full of tools or equipments, clothes, for example, that is being used for sports. Like for example, if you're going to play football, you need to bring extra shirts or sport shoes, for example, and then you're going to put that one in your bag. And that bag is what we call sport kit. Okay? So another example in a sentence is the sport kit is in the locker. The sport kit is in the locker. So classes is what we call sport kit. This is an example of a bag with full of tools and equipments about sports, okay, that you use in sports. Number 9, coach. So what is coach? A person who teaches and trains the members of a sports team. So coach is a person who teaches and trains the members of sports team. So for example, in school, we have teachers, right? But in sports, in games, we have coach. Coach is their teacher. I am the coach of this team. He is the coach of this game. So this is an example of coach, or he is an example of a coach. He teaches the players in the game. Next is changing room. Changing room is a room where you can change your clothes. So in some big buildings or in some schools, for example, they have their own changing room, wherein you can change your clothes over there. So that is what we call changing room or dressing room, for example. Changing room or dressing room. So in a sentence, I am in the changing room. I am in the changing room. She is changing her shirt in the changing room. He is changing her shirt in the changing room. So this is an example of changing room, or let's say dressing room. It is where you can change your clothes, your shoes, and pants or shorts, for example. So again, changing room or dressing room. Next is exercise. Exercise. So what does exercise mean? It's a training of the body to improve its function and enhances its fitness. So exercise is a kind of activity that improves our body. So in a sentence, we can say, I exercise every day. We are having an exercise. So what are the kinds or yes of exercise? Many things, no? Everything that we do is an exercise. Physical activities is considered also an exercise. Running, jumping, playing is also an exercise. Swimming, for example, having yoga, dancing, and many kinds of physical activities, those are considered exercise. Playing games also, those are exercise like badminton, volleyball, football, sepak takraw, and other kinds of activities. Next is aerobic exercise. So when we say aerobic exercise, physical activity. Aerobic meaning physical activity. Okay? So example of aerobic exercise are swimming, running, walking, cycling, and all the activities that we do are considered aerobic exercise or aerobic activity. So if you're going to use it in a sentence, you can say walking is an aerobic exercise. I love doing aerobic exercise. So these are just sample of the aerobic exercise of running, jogging, swimming, and many more. So all physical activities are considered aerobic exercise. Okay? Next is breathe. Breathe, meaning taking air or oxygen into the lungs. We inhale and exhale. That is what we call breathe or breathing. So in a sentence, we can use breathe, like for example, The fish needs to breathe in the water. The fish needs to breathe in the water. We need to breathe, right? Because if we don't breathe, we will die. So again, that is what you call breathe. Yes, this is breathe. Inhale and exhale. We take in the oxygen and we take it out. Understood? So this is what we call breathe. Next is swimming. So it's a water sport. Swimming. I know you know this one already. So if we're going to use that in a sentence, you can say they are swimming or he is swimming in the pool. So that is what you call swimming. It could be swimming in the pool or swimming in a beach or in the river. Strength. Strength, meaning how strong a person is. It's the state of being physically strong. So when we say strength, how strong you are. Okay, how strong you are. So if you're going to use that one in a sentence, I have a good strength. I have a good strength, meaning you are very strong. Okay? His strength is amazing. His strength is amazing. So this is what we call strength, the state of being strong. So if they say you have a very good strength, meaning you are very strong. Okay? So for your activity today, kindly write the meaning and the sentences on number 8 to number 15. Okay? So kindly write the meaning of those vocabulary that we had and then its sentences also. Understood? So that will be your activity for today, class, and see you again in the next period.